Hello YouTube, how's everyone doing today? It's Professional here. So today I got a lore video explaining the ending of Mafia The Old Country and why Cesare did what he did. This video has massive spoilers in it, so if you did not complete the game and you do not want spoilers, click off this video right away. So I tried to warn people about spoilers, giving everyone a heads up, we will be discussing spoilers now. So, we will be discussing why Cesare betrayed Enzo. Why did he do that at the end of the game? Why exactly did he kill him, and did he regret it? And what's going to happen to him after the story? This video will be analyzing Cesare. I have a future video analyzing Leo Galante coming up, but on this one, I want to focus strictly on Cesare. So anyways, let's watch this cutscene in which Cesare betrays Enzo.
Enzo. Just you and me. Like we said. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
This ending shocked a lot of people, but I did see it coming. We see Cesare for the last time when he lets Isabella leave as well.
Leave me, stay back! Where is Enzo? Where is he? Cesare, where is he?
There's nothing for you here now. You need to go.
Andiamo.
So, who is Cesare? He is Don Torrisi's nephew, as well as Enzo's friend, or Enzo believed he was his friend. The first time that we see him in the chapter Familia, he picks on Enzo and gives him various tasks to do around the vineyard. However, as we follow him around, we notice he doesn't actually do anything at all, and all the characters see him as lazy and useless.
It'll take more than some new clothes to make you fit in here. This way, Caruso. We've got a delivery to load. My uncle's hosting a big meal later tonight. Do the work, maybe you'll get to eat.
Understood.
Wine is stored down here. And don't even think about helping yourself. I know a thief when I smell one. See those crates on the table? Load them into the cart outside.
These ones?
Do you see any others? Be careful, huh? One broken bottle, and Luca will have your balls. This way.
You're not taking any?
What I'm doing is none of your concern. I put the crate in the back, mine boy.
So, you found a use for him. Maybe he's not so bad after all.
You want to be friends with the Colosov for once now?
Have you moved those crates yet?
Valerio, I'm just doing it now.
Looks a lot like you're sitting on your ass. Who's that?
The Caruso.
Keep him out of my workshop.
You got it? That's my uncle's finest.
This is nothing. You should try carrying a basket of sulfur on your back.
Busy as usual.
I'll take your word for it.
There's another one of those layabouts from town. Where is he going with all that wine?
What do you think of me? This is the farmhand your husband found hiding in the cattle sheds.
Well, he at least appears to be working. Come over when you are done. I need some help.
Signora, do you need help?
Has Cesare abandoned you already?
Something came up.
It's Enzo, isn't it? Luca told me all about you. How you fled the mine. Things are different here. We treat each other with respect. Except Cesare, but that boy is a law unto himself.
You understand.
Cosa inutili. Thought I'd find you here.
What? I'm just checking up on the food for later. This needs a little more salt, I think.
Dio mio. Put it on the side over there, Enzo.
If you need anything else,
That's all for now. Be nice, Cesare. He's had a hard time.
I don't know what she's talking about. I'm always nice. In fact, I'm so nice, I'm going to give you the full tour. Next stop, the stables. You good with horses?
I can ride.
That's not going to help you much there.
All finished?
Wants me to keep it quiet. You know how it is.
He didn't tell you anything, did he? Always with the bullshit, Cesare.
What did you say, bastardo? You want me to tell Luca you went to the whorehouse instead of Fiquera's place last week?
Tell him what you like. The Don already paid me.
Don't you have a work to do?
I finished at the stables.
This the Caruso?
Can't you tell by the hair?
Cesare, get off your backside and get yourself ready for dinner.
We just finished walking.
I don't care if you just finished pleasuring the blessed Madonna. Your uncle wants this thing started in an hour.
You heard him, Caruso. Go back to your room and get cleaned up, or you'll put everyone off their food.
But he isn't just lazy and useless, he's also incompetent. He went out drinking with the Torrisi family's horse rider and got him drunk. This nearly cost the Don the race and his reputation in his hometown. Think about this right now. Imagine if this was anyone else. Imagine anyone else got the Don's horse racer drunk. They would either be dead or seriously injured, but because Cesare is the Don's nephew, he got away with this stupidity. In essence, he's used to getting away with this crap because of his relation to the Don. Luca himself calls Cesare lazy in the next mission and even says the Don would have seriously punished him if Enzo didn't win the race.
We have a few people to visit today, all down in the valley.
It's a lot of riding around. Your nag better be up to it, mine boy.
Don't worry. You'll be fine.
Do you make these visits often? Often enough. Don Torrisi likes to call in on his clients every now and then.
Every fucking week.
All right. I'm around for whatever you need. Just tell me what to do.
Hey, you hear that, Cesare? That's what the work ethic sounds like.
Ever had to get physical with anyone, Caruso? Must have gotten rough down in the pit.
I had my own.
There is more than lonely miners to fend off out here. You think you can step up?
Stop acting tough, Cesare. It doesn't suit you.
He's unproven. This is a man's work.
Oh yeah? Then I should have left you at home.
So why does Don Torrisi favor Luca so much more than Cesare? Well, the reason is this.
He'll be in here.
So we head inside?
That's the idea, Caruso. You first.
Wait a minute. The farmer here, he has a son. In front of him, he's too proud to give up what he owes right away, but he always pays. So I give him a little back and forth.
This again.
So? What do we do?
We let him act tough in front of the boy.
And then we remind him of his obligations.
Yours is unloaded. You give him a chance to be brave. And then, you let him see it. That's it. Let's get this done.
Luca is the perfect mobster and the perfect underboss, something that Cesare could never be. The reason for this is because Luca understands that violence is an absolute last resort. In Cesare's eyes, this makes someone like Luca weak, but in reality, it makes him a much more effective and smarter gangster than Cesare ever will be. So why should violence be used as a last resort? Because put simply, violence is bad for business. It has nothing to do with being moral as you might think, but because violence causes more issues. People can't earn when they are hurt, and it causes more heat. This is why Baron Fontanello and Don Galante wanted to end the Torrisi-Spadaro war later in the game. It was getting the authorities on them. But let's go back to the lemon farm example earlier in the story. Luca tells Enzo that the lemon farmer wants to act tough in front of his son. This lets him keep up his pride in front of his son, and his son doesn't see him as weak. However, after he stands up for himself, he tells Enzo to point an unloaded gun at him. Luca has no reason to hurt the farmer. However, Cesare tells Enzo to point it at his son.
Signora Fini.
Signore Trapani. What a pleasant surprise.
Oh, come on now. I think we both know that this is no surprise. But we can make it pleasant, I hope.
Oh, what is this, Papa?
Quiet. I have no need of Don Torrisi's services today. But please take all the fruit you can carry as a token of my respect.
That's very kind. Perhaps you can send those up to the estate. But I am here for the money you owe. As we have discussed before, the Don is always working on your behalf.
And as I have mentioned before, I have no need for protection.
Adversity can strike when you least expect it. I strongly advise you to pay what you owe.
Thank you for your concern. But I can handle my own affairs.
Very well. Then I will leave you in the hands of my friend here. Enzo?
You're going to shoot me? Offer 100 lira!
I hope I don't have to.
Think about what you're doing here!
Just pay them, Papa.
Your son is smart. You must be very proud.
See how the boy likes it, Caruso.
You want to point that at someone? Point it at me!
The hero.
Pay what you owe and nobody gets hurt.
All right. There's money in the back room. Give me a minute to fetch it.
Don't go to any trouble. Enzo will get it.
Fine. You get it then.
The son is an innocent party here, when the father is the one who is paying the protection money to the Torrisi family. They end up getting the protection money and leaving without having to hurt the family. Now, if it was just Enzo and Cesare, this situation would have ended far worse. Cesare would have hurt the farmer and the son. He has a sadistic side to him, where he easily gets bored and is looking for something to do, either women or violence. He gets excited when Luca tells him that they are late on payments as they are approaching that same lemon farmer's farm.
Okay, next stop's going to be a farm. They produce lemons, and the owner's late on his payments.
Finally, we get to have a little fun.
Follow my lead. Both. It shouldn't be too much trouble.
If Cesare had handled that same situation, he would have crippled both the farmer and the farmer's son. Now, why would this be really bad? In order to generate protection money, the farm has to function. An injured farmer and an injured son cannot work. If they cannot work, the farm cannot make money. If they cannot make money, the farm shuts down and fails. If that happens, the Mafia doesn't get paid protection money. And scaring them and hurting them more is going to do nothing because they can't work. This is why the Mafia oftentimes don't kill the business owner they extort or put them in the hospital. They beat up the business owner often, but not to the point where they can't work, because then they can't earn. An injured man can't work for them. We can find a logbook in the back room that says the protection money is bankrupting the farm already, being one of the largest expenses of 200 lire. If they are injured, that's it for the farm. It's over. That's why Cesare isn't sent by himself on these runs. He will ruin everything. He even complains at the first stop that they're willing to pay, that they're not going to get aggressive. He wants a fight. He wants some kind of confrontation, even though he doesn't need to. Luca tells him that the first farm always pays on time, and they have never given them problems, so there's no reason to antagonize them.
We've got to make a quick stop up ahead. There's an olive farmer we need to see.
This is our first collection?
That's right. But this should be straightforward. The farmer, he rents land from Don Torrisi. He makes good money, always pays on time. Just watch and learn. Here we are. This won't take a minute.
Signore Trappoli. It's good to see you.
Salutam.
Please, I'll mind the horses. My father is in his yard.
Grazie.
Marco! Signor Trapani is here to see you.
You'd think the King of Italy was visiting.
Sta muto. These are the Don's tenants. They give us no trouble. We should appreciate things being simple.
Gianluca, a pleasure as always.
Marco, I trust you're well.
I'm old. Everything hurts. And my son prefers the bottle to the rake. But who can complain?
You need to shake some sense into him. A man your age shouldn't work like you do. Aside from the aches and pains, how's business?
Olives grow, and we make money. Speaking of which...
And no trouble?
Who would bother us? This is the Don's land.
Well, you know where I am.
Of course. Please, give my regards to Don Torrisi.
I will. Cesare, Enzo, let's go. We have more stops to make.
As you said, easy.
Marco has rented land from the Don for many years. We provide protection for his family and his life. So yes, there's trust there.
They respect you.
Don't flatter him. It's the Don they respect. And this land they're leeching off.
They understand our business. They pay for a service, and in return sleep easy at night.
I've been thinking. We should use a car for collections.
There's nothing wrong with horses.
Farmers ride horses. A car shows women business. That we're a cut above.
You want to take a car down these tracks? You won't make much of an impression getting towed out of a ditch.
You know your problem? Always expecting the worst. I drive these collections in half the time and have you back in time for lunch and a little nap with Valentina.
It's not about the speed, Cesare. We don't need the attention.
There is no reason to push that first farm around or scare them. They always pay on time, and keeping the relationship as friendly as possible is better for business. It's not that Don Torrisi cares for the well-being of these people, he doesn't. But hurting them and causing problems where there isn't one is bad for business. Think of the Mafia as a parasite. It's essentially what it is. The parasite needs the host to survive, in this case the business owner being extorted. If the business owner dies, or can't work anymore, the Mafia loses their money. The same as a parasite needing the host to survive to feed off of them. If the host dies, the parasite dies as well. This is why Cesare isn't allowed near meetings or in charge of collections, because he will just ruin it. He's good at violence, which is why he's sent when the Torrisi family wants to kill someone or really hurt someone, but he will never be put in charge of a business or a diplomatic meeting, because he's too much of a hothead. He gets angry too quickly, he doesn't think, and can't control his emotions. Additionally, we can see how much he dislikes stealth and how he sees Enzo at the start of the game. He abandons him and leaves him to deal with the Guardi getting the shipment back.
Minchia, I just bought these shoes. There, we can climb up. Keep that knife in your pocket. And don't raise the alarm. Capisti?
I get it. We're just here for the whiskey. All right. I'm in. What about you?
Just go find the whiskey.
Cesare! Cesare! Minchioni!
It's because at the start he has no respect for Enzo, and sees him as nothing but a Caruso, a slave. Why should he, the nephew of a Don, have to get his hands dirty when he can just make Enzo deal with the Guardi? His attitude does start to change, however, when Enzo proves himself by helping Cesare kill the bandits and retrieve the water pump. Enzo also keeps his mouth shut when Cesare asks him not to tell anyone about the ring he took off the dead bandit. This starts to earn Cesare's respect. If we move on to later in the story, in the chapter Baron, we can see Cesare has started to bond more with Enzo. Enzo is probably the only person at the vineyard who is willing to hang out with him. That's why he gets so attached to Enzo. Everyone else sees him as lazy and a joke. Even the Baron, when he arrives, gives Don Torrisi a lot of respect, including his son Gennaro. However, Gennaro himself, he then calls Cesare an idiot and a country fool.
Raphael,
Bernardo.
a pleasure, as always. Quite a machine.
It's a long drive from Palermo.
Well, friends should meet in person.
Who is that?
Baron Fontanella owns most of everything around here. My uncle helps him out from time to time.
Isabella. Come. Greet our guests.
And him?
His son, Gennaro. Only thing he loves more than money is himself. Here he comes.
I have an important job for you two, so listen. It's in the Don's interest for Isabella to spend some time with the Baron's boy. He wants to see the old temple on the coast. You're to take them there. Make sure he keeps his hands to himself, eh?
As if the coglione has it in him to make a move.
The Don is counting on this going well, Cesare. Be nice.
Ever ridden in an automobile? It's quite a thrill on a beautiful day like this.
I was hoping to take my horse. Stretch your legs.
Erlos. I don't mind driving. You must be tired from the journey.
Not tired enough to trust you behind the wheel.
I better take a horse to keep an eye on her. Mírase the back gate. If Gennaro can get this thing started.
Keep an eye on me. You'll be lucky if you can keep up.
Let's leave them to it and get their horses ready. They could be a while.
Merda!
You want me to show you how it's done?
No need. Just give me a minute.
Oh, what do you have against me driving anyway?
This is a top-of-the-line vehicle. Country idiot like you wouldn't know what to do with her.
Even a country idiot could get it started quicker than you, minchione.
Even the Baron's son, as stupid as he is, can see Cesare is just riding on his uncle's name. Without his uncle, he is a nobody. Enzo and Cesare are supposed to be looking out for Isabella and Gennaro, but Cesare again gets bored and needs something fun to do. He can't ever work or stand guard, and he tells Enzo, you know what, let's take the car.
You boys watch the car while we're gone, huh?
Yeah, don't worry, we'll take a good care of her.
Shouldn't we go with them?
Trust me. She can look after herself with that one. You want to take her for a ride?
So Gennaro trusts you behind the wheels now? You two must have really hit it off.
Fuck Gennaro. Well, he can go tell his daddy. Hey, besides, I'm not driving. You are.
Fanculo. If you show me what to do.
There you go. Let's see how you handle it, mine boy. Start the engine and get in. Me and the boys come driving here sometimes. Few drinks, few girls. Bellissimo. There you go. Now get in. All right. Put your foot there and push down.
This turns into a disaster because Messina's bandits end up kidnapping Isabella and Gennaro. He tries to blame Enzo for this when Enzo told him it was his idea to drive the car.
Going driving was your idea.
Additionally, he also gets the most scared in this mission and says if we lose her, we're both dead.
Anything happens to them, we're dead! I'm on it!
Bring them to me! Kill anyone who gets in your way!
Messina's with him. He won't give up. Hunters, Cesare? Really? Not now! Just kill the bastardi! I figli buttani! They'll take Isabella! No, we'll get to her. Ah! Hey! They're trying to kill us before my uncle gets the chance!
This is because he knows, even though he can get away with a lot of crap because he's related to the Don, letting the Don's daughter get kidnapped will get him killed no matter his relation to the Don. He knows how bad he's messed up here. After Enzo saves Isabella and saves Gennaro and kills Messina, he is sent to kill Ludovici. But before he can do this, you can see this secret scene with Cesare. This scene was meant to show his personality and what people really think of him.
Hey, must be new around here. Nobody looks like you could have stayed hidden from me.
Please, I have work to do.
I don't bite. What's your name?
Angelica.
Like an angel. I'm Cesare. They treating you right? If not, you can come to me. I'm kind of important around here. The Don, he's my uncle.
Dishwashing.
Hey, I'm just being friendly. What's wrong with that? We all need a friend, right?
If I don't finish my work...
Hey, don't worry about that. I'll look out for you. Minchia. Enzo, what do you want?
Where's, Don Torrisi?
He'll be upstairs, in his office. Why?
He's asked for me.
For you? Veda madre, he must have some shoes that need shining.
I'll leave you to your important work out here.
This conversation is extremely important because it shows how useless Cesare really is and how he is a nobody. The reason it demonstrates this is because the maid for this house, even she understands that he's a nobody. Cesare has so many affairs with women, and if she got into a relationship with him, she knows he would just cheat on her. He just wants to get with her for his own pleasure. He would do nothing to actually protect her or help her. Her life would not improve in the slightest by being in a relationship with him. In fact, it will probably get worse, where she would be abused by people like Tino or Torrisi for not finishing her work. This conversation perfectly sums him up, because even the family maid understands that in reality, he's a nobody, with no real power. The cleaner understands that too. Cesare thinks he's a big shot, and is just riding on his uncle's reputation. In fact, that's all he can talk about. My uncle this, my uncle that, and my uncle blah 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 blah. He can't ever accomplish anything on his own. He just constantly brings his uncle's name into everything. In the Mafia, this means absolutely nothing. If you can't accomplish tasks and prove you're a good earner, it means nothing who you're related to. He thinks this is a monarchy, and he's essentially next in line to be king. When Enzo becomes a made man, this is when Cesare becomes the most friendly with him. Cesare is a soldier, the lowest rank being a full member of the Mafia, as well as Enzo here now. They are the same rank in the family. There's a saying that when someone is drunk, they reveal their true thoughts, because they are not thinking rationally. After Enzo's made man ceremony, when they drive to town, Cesare is the most drunk and talks about how he is next in line and will be the boss of the family. Even Leo jokes that he will leave to Palermo when that happens, but he actually does leave when that happens ironically.
That is enough for me.
Come on, old man. We'll head into town.
When you have a wife, children, you will understand.
You think any woman would have him?
If he's lucky, he'll meet a girl who is deaf, dumb, and blind.
Forget about him. I think Valentina keeps his balls in a little bag by the bed.
You going to drink that? What? Oh, no. Go ahead. Whoa, be careful.
Enzo, lose the face, will you? It's a celebration. Let's get some more drinks.
Come on, let's go!
Come on, let's get going. I need another drink.
I need a woman.
All right, all right. Where to again?
You forgot already?
San Celeste! And don't spare the horses!
So, you're in, mine boy. How does it feel?
Good. Really good.
Damn right it's good. Now, you can do whatever the fuck you want.
Sit down, idiota!
Hey! Keep those dainty hands to yourself. And show some respect. I'll be boss of this crew one day.
If things ever get that bad, I'm moving to Palermo.
This line here is extremely important. Listen to what Cesare says.
Can't you just go behind the bush like everyone else?
I'm not everyone else. And neither are you. So don't act like them. This is ours, boys. The whole valley. All you can see.
All I see is an idiot, pissing in the wind. Come on, get in the car.
You two need to think bigger. Fuck them. Our thing is our thing. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Whatever you say, Don Cesare. Let's go. You sound like you need another drink. Get in before he decides to drive.
Let's get moving. I'm thirsty. Enzo, the time will come when it'll be just me and you. Good friend, loyal, a man of honor, my right hand.
Hey, what about me?
You can be my butler.
Hey, why? Hey!
He says there will be a time when it's you and me, Enzo. He says Enzo will be his right hand. He says the same thing when he gives Enzo his apartment and hugs him.
So, what do you think?
Don't know what to say. It's great.
Well, you're welcome. When I met you, I thought shoveling shit was all you amount to.
Right.
No, I mean, you've done good. My uncle, me, we're lucky to have you around. And when it's my time, I won't forget that. It's going to be just you and me one day, like I said. Remember?
You should go take a bath or something.
Drones. I'll let you sleep. See you later.
This is actually the exact same line a third time at the end of the game when he kills Enzo.
Just you and me. Like we said. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
So what's the backstory here? I will talk about this later, about what he means on when he kills him. But as for the first two times when he says that it will be you and me, he very much believes that. He believes that he's entitled to be the boss one day simply because he's related to the boss. The reason he wants Enzo to be his number 2 is because they are a similar age, and Enzo is the only character who didn't give him crap like all the other mobsters. He essentially sees Enzo as his protege, and someone who will have his back. He thinks that by growing up with Enzo, he will be the most loyal guy and friend to him. Now, does Cesare actually consider Enzo his friend? The answer is yes, he does. There's no lying in this. He does consider Enzo his friend. There are 2 instances where he does save Enzo. He saves Enzo from Bastoni as he is feigning a surrender and pulls another gun. And he also saves Enzo from Major D'Amico after Enzo tells him to leave with Giuseppe. The difference here is that Cesare, while he does consider Enzo his friend, he has to be above him. Enzo can never outrank him because according to him, it's his birthright to be boss one day. So as long as Enzo is below him in rank, they will always be friends. But Enzo can never pass him because that's not his right. It's his right, instead Cesare's right, to be boss one day. However, as we get through the story, Torrisi starts trusting Enzo with more and more tasks. Enzo rises through the Torrisi family fast because of his smarts and quiet approach to many situations. Enzo is much more calm than Cesare and is able to handle situations better. Take chapter Industria, for example. Enzo is tasked with finding out what happened to the Don's friend and business partner and why he is organizing strikes against him. Enzo is able to get some information pretty quickly without having to hurt anyone. He then meets the contact and is able to infiltrate the factory, quietly take down the Spadaros, and find out what happened exactly. If Cesare was sent here, oh boy, he would probably start hurting people, getting information, he would give himself away, and get spotted quickly. Enzo was able to get information diplomatically. It would have ended in disaster if Cesare was here. The Don understands Enzo is more subtle in his approach, and not rash, but will still follow orders. This is less likely to fail in his tasks and endanger the family. This is why he prefers to send Enzo on these tasks instead of Cesare. He sees Cesare as just blind muscle to him, but Enzo as his personal enforcer. However, Cesare always wanted to be the Don's personal enforcer, and this is what people miss. Cesare did not just betray Enzo because he killed the Don. A huge part of it was jealousy. He was jealous of Enzo and his success. A perfect example is in the mission Matanza. In this mission, Enzo drives Don Torrisi and Luca to a meeting with Don Spadaro to end the war. During the drive, Don Torrisi insults Cesare and calls him stupid. Just listen to what Torrisi says.
Where are we going? The Tonnara, big tuna factory on the other side of Porto Almaro.
Minchia. Why do we have to meet all the way out there?
Because when matters get out of hand, that is where we talk.
It's neutral ground. The Tonnara was Michele's business. You should know all this. How many times did I take you there?
Nobody ever told me.
You know, if you had brains, you'd be dangerous.
Who is Michele? If it's all right to ask.
Michele was a good friend of ours. Leo's father. He died a long time ago.
He was killed, you mean?
At least this he remembers. Michele was killed. And after that, Don Galante and I sat down with his murderers at the Tonnara. And we made peace.
Look where that got us.
Keep your opinions to yourself. There's more to this life than killing and retribution. You do well to remember that.
The Don also tells Cesare to wait in the car, and this makes him furious and humiliates him.
I don't think any good can come of this.
You're not here to think, Cesare. We'll settle this, same as we did before.
Did Spataro attack on a Saint's Day back then? Did he walk with the Lord? He's not the same man.
What do you know about things back then, eh? You're a boy.
Enough! I have too much on my mind having to meet with that bastard without you bickering. I need to think. All right, we're getting close. Once we're inside, you'll stay quiet. All of you.
We can be quiet.
Not you, Cesare. You stay outside.
What? Why?
Because you can't control your emotions. I can't let that jeopardize what needs to be done here. Besides, we need a trusted man to watch our backs.
Cesare, you're to stay outside.
I heard it the first time.
Look, I need someone I trust out here, capisti? Keep the engine running.
They did this on purpose. They did this on purpose that Cesare was going to wait outside the car. It's to show you how his jealousy is building up. The reason Don Torrisi does not want Cesare to be present during the meeting is because he will talk out of turn, ruining the sit-down. Even if Cesare does not say one word, he can't control his temper, and him appearing irritated and angry during the meeting causes embarrassment for the family. He will essentially ruin the whole sit-down. This is why he takes Enzo, because Enzo can protect him, but also because Enzo will keep a straight face, a blank stare, shut his mouth, and listen. Essentially, Enzo knows his place. However, if we look at this from Cesare's perspective, this is extremely shameful and embarrassing for him. He, in his mind, is thinking, this stupid Caruso shows up and gains my uncle's favor, and I'm told to wait outside? I'm a relative of the Don. I'm his nephew. I should have been in there with the family. I've been with the family my entire life, and I'm being told to wait outside for a newcomer? No, he should be waiting outside, not me. That's how Cesare sees it. It's not just blind loyalty to the Don, but he had massive jealousy of Enzo. Remember what he said.
Me,
We're lucky to have you around. And when it's my time, I won't forget that. It's going to be just you and me one day, like I said. Remember?
It will be me and you, but it seems like it will be Enzo and him instead of him and Enzo. Enzo will be the boss or higher above him. To him, that's unacceptable. We can see that he immediately lights a cigarette instead of standing guard and looking around. It's because he always needs something to do. He's not qualified like Enzo. Cesare can only hope to be a soldier in the family. Nothing more. He can never be more than a soldier. While Cesare does hold his ground and survive during the Spadaro's betrayal, he barely gets farther than where he started. Enzo had to kill dozens of Spadaro mobsters before they got to him. Enzo saving the Don's life, as well as killing so many rival mobsters and protecting their truck, is what fully convinced him that Enzo was better than Cesare. However, in the next chapter, when Enzo is going to avenge Luca, Cesare is acting extremely entitled. He believes that he will be given Luca's spot now that he's dead, and he thinks that he's next in line to be underboss. Just listen to him here.
Did you manage to get some sleep?
My eyes were closed. Don't know if you'd call it sleeping.
At least it's quiet here. Feels like I've been awake for days.
We're riding.
It's safer this way. We can take the back roads. Keep your eyes open. Those bastards could be hiding anywhere. Tino's got men posted up on the roads, in case they try to come and finish the job.
Smart. Spadaro must smell blood.
Him and that figli puttana Fontanella. If they try it, they're not getting in easy. Tino's got the whole place set up like a garrison.
You've seen this before. 96.
Not like this. I was a kid, and nobody tried to kill a Don back then. No. This is something else.
The Don sent you out here, alone.
He's keeping things close. Doesn't want anyone else involved. Just you and me.
You know what this is about?
He didn't give me the details, but it's a job. Something big.
A job. Now.
What? If he asked us to go and bury every last Spadaro after what they did, would you say no?
No, it's not that. It's,
Good, because we're the only ones he trusts. If he needs something done, we do it. Together. You know what this means. With Luca gone, I'm going to have to step up. Do the right thing for the family.
Right.
Not the way I wanted it, but we have to answer when called. And be ready for whatever comes next.
I can't think about that now.
Well, someone has to. They don't need us, both of us. It makes sense me taking Luca's spot, but you have to be with me.
I'm here, aren't I?
It's a lot of responsibility, but I can grow into it. That's what they say happens.
Dealing with Tino every day.
Hey, he's kept things going up there. And he's not as bad as I used to think. Yeah. Me, my uncle and Tino at the top. That's how it'll have to be. We'll need you, too. Of course.
Hate seeing this place. Knowing he's not here just feels wrong to even think about... to do anything without Luca.
Keep expecting him to walk into the room. Break my balls for sitting around. Never thought I'd miss that. Don's waiting inside. Let's leave the horses with Gaspare.
Any trouble?
No. We kept off the main roads. All right. My uncle's waiting in the cellar. Let's go.
He, in essence, believes that he's entitled to be next in line, because he's been in the family his entire life, and because he's the Don's uncle. He thinks he's taken Luca's spot next. He acts like he's above Enzo here. Cesare expects him and Enzo to be sent on a mission to kill Don Spadaro, and that afterwards he will be the boss. However, he's in complete shock when Don Torrisi asks him to leave the room, only wanting to talk to Enzo. Look at his reaction.
He's in here. Ready. He's here, Uncle.
Good. You did good. Sit. Now you.
But...
I have something to discuss with Enzo. I won't say it again. a seat.
He's clearly extremely unhappy and has no words for being told to leave the room. Now, why was he told to leave the room? Because Don Torrisi knows he will only get one chance to take out Spadaro and Fontanello in one spot, and he won't let Cesare mess it up. A mission like this, where Enzo has to sneak around through the catacombs, get past all the Guardi, sneak into the Opera, kill Fontanello and Spadaro, and fight his way out, Cesare can't handle, and the Don knows that. Cesare would not have been even able to handle the sneaking part in the catacombs, and would not have gotten through it. That's why he trusts Enzo with it. Enzo is competent enough to handle it, but he just sees Cesare as a brute that will mess the whole hit up. When Enzo is leaving for Palermo, you can see how irritated and angry Cesare is. Look at the attitude that he gives Enzo.
Seen anything yet?
Nothing. Doesn't mean they're not coming. Are you changing over?
Enzo, over here.
Don't know how he can sleep at a time like this.
So, what does he want you to do?
I just need to take care of something.
Can't even tell me.
You know how it is. I'll be gone for a little while. Look after them, Cesare.
I have been. This is my home, remember? Whatever this job is, get it done right. And make sure you come back in one piece.
When Enzo returns, he still has an attitude, but he has calmed down a bit.
How are you doing?
Good trip? Not that you'll tell me about any of it.
It was business. You know that.
Hope you raised hell. Whatever it was.
However, it's in the next mission, Capo Regime, which destroys Enzo and Cesare's relationship. This is where jealousy fully takes him over. Don Torrisi promotes Enzo to Capo Regime and tells him that he will run the mine, which will make him a very rich man.
Just the man I wanted to see. They all tell the truth in the end. Teste de minchia. I told you before the family owed you a great debt. Now I'm in a position to make you whole. My respect, my gratitude, whatever that means to you, you have it. That mine that you crawled out of now belongs to me. You know how it works, so you're the man in charge. This will make you a very rich man, Enzo. You'll have everything you ever wanted. Everything you deserve. Still a few loose ends to tie up. Tino will let you know who. I'm proud of you, Enzo. Of what you've become.
The reason this is so important is because a Capo Regime is a captain in the Mafia. This is a very high rank. Mafias usually have around 3 to 4 captains. They usually have their own crew of soldiers and associates that reports to them. The Capo Regime runs a part of the Mafia's operations, and is tasked with making it as profitable as possible. An example of this is a Capo Regime might run a casino for the Mafia, another might run a chop shop business, another might run drugs, and another prostitution. Essentially, captains are in charge of a specific part of the Mafia's operations, and Enzo is now tasked with running the new mine they acquired. I have a chart here, which shows the ranks of the Torrisi family. To explain the Mafia ranks, associates are the lowest. They are not made men, they are not full members of the family. Associates can be anything from thugs the Mafia uses as muscle, to higher-ups associates like Baron Fontanello, who does business with the Torrisi family. The reason the Baron isn't a higher rank is because he's not a full member of the family. You have soldiers such as Valerio, Cesare, and Tino's guys, and Enzo is a soldier in this chart also. If we move up, we don't see any known Capo Regimes in the family, the captains that run part of the family's operations. However, we do have an underboss, that is Luca. He operates as an underboss, but also manages the family's protection rackets, which is why the family most likely doesn't have a Capo Regime at this time. The underboss is second to the boss. He can run the family when the boss is away, injured, or arrested. He also reports the boss's orders to the Capo Regimes. The consigliere, which is Tino, is the boss's advisor. This is often a good friend or a brother of the boss. The consigliere acts as an advisor, telling the boss what to do and what not to do. This is also why Torrisi became so brutal. It's because after he lost Luca, Tino got into his head. The consigliere is less powerful than the underboss, but more powerful than the Capo Regimes. And lastly, we have the Don or the boss. He runs the organization. Now take a look at this chart one more time carefully, and now watch this. You see that Enzo has now become a capo regime at this time. He is Cesare's superior. For Cesare, this was never supposed to happen. It was him that was supposed to be promoted, not Enzo. He's been with the family his whole life, and Enzo just shows up, a former Caruso, and rises his way up in a few years past him when he gave his entire life to the family. That's why Cesare is so angry and jealous. You can see his jealousy when you talk to him about finding Spadaro's remaining captains in capo regime.
What's all this?
Junk from the mine. How's this news to you? You're not running the place now?
Your uncle just told me about that.
Oh, well, you don't sound too excited. An operation like this just falls into your lap. Some gratitude.
It's a lot to think about, that's all.
You know what I have to think about? Niente. Nothing. Except these three Spadaro assholes.
Oh, what's the problem?
Nothing. Like I said, I have nothing to worry about after we finish this strunza. Now I'll go after Caccini. You go for Mazzone.
You don't want to do this together?
I want this over with, quickly as possible. Valerio has a lead on Mazzone. He's been tracking him near Casale del Re, the ruined village in the forest.
I'll find him.
And when you're done, meet me at the church on the road to Porto Almaro. That's where Costa's hold up.
I'll be there. Hey, you seen Valentina?
I saw her in the kitchen. But get going soon, all right? I don't want to drag this out.
Oh, here he is! The man from Palermo.
Get back down to the mine and fill her up with as much as you can feed.
Hey, if you need a few reliable lads, you know where to find us, huh?
Cesare doesn't understand why Enzo isn't more happy, as that's what he himself has always wanted. He's always wanted Enzo's position, and now that Enzo has what he wanted, he doesn't understand why he isn't more happy. When he tells Enzo to split up, it's not because he thinks it's better to split up, but because he doesn't want to be around Enzo right now. Enzo kills the first Spadaro captain, and can do this completely quiet, and you get a trophy for it, suggesting he killed them quietly in canon. Afterwards, you rush over to Cesare. However, Cesare has already engaged them.
Move! Merda! Cesare! Cesare! Over here!
Here! I'll fight there if you are.
Let's kill this bastardo! There he is! Shoot that sugamicca! You took your time. Not make you go lost. Just keep shooting! Quick! He's getting away! Quick! In the car! Let's go! What are you waiting for? This bastard can't get away! We need to kill him! You should have waited for me. We could have taken care of this quietly. Avoided all of this. I want them all gone! I'm not waiting around! Besides, I want to see him run. Still should have waited. Just stay on him. It's over sooner if you don't drive like a nonna.
The reason that Cesare engaged the Spadaros without waiting for Enzo is because he wanted to do it all on his own. He probably was enraged that Enzo already got here. He wanted to prove himself to the Don and would say to the Don, look, I killed the Spadaro captain all on my own. He was trying to prove himself to the Don. However, Enzo showing up ruined this. If Enzo hadn't showed up, he probably would have died. And also notice what Cesare says to Enzo during that drive.
We got the snake! What about Mazzone? He's dead. Then there's only one left. Tino was going to look for him. Let's finish this once and for all. So where have you been the last couple of weeks? I've been busy. Busy with what? Visiting Luca's people. Letting them know we're still in business. Listen to you. All about the business. Let's get to the village overlooking Porto Almaro. Tino said he'd meet us there. I hope this is the end of it. You hear about Guido? I did. Tino took care of him. Good. That bastard ate from our table. Lying to us the whole time. Must have had his reasons. Fuck him and his reasons. He got what he deserved. So, you're still committed to all of this? What are you asking?
You've not been around, Enzo. And it's not just me who's noticed.
I told you, I've been busy. Well, after today,
this should be your only priority. Things are different now. I'm relying on you.
Let's just worry about finishing the job, all right?
When Enzo tells him that Guido possibly having his reasons, he means that Guido might have been wanting to get out of the family. He might have had some other ulterior motive. Maybe he was tired of the mafia life. That's why he gave information to the Spadaros. For Cesare, this is completely unacceptable. He only understands blind loyalty, and on top of that, he started spying on Enzo and jealousy. That's why he tells Enzo, I have noticed as well that you haven't been around. In the end of the mission, we can see Cesare's absolute loyalty in how he pulls Enzo back when he tries to stop Tino from torturing and killing the priest. Enzo has some limits, but Cesare only understands loyalty, nothing more.
Wretched bastardo in.
Agostino, please. He sought refuge. How could I deny him?
When you drink wine with our fists, all out your begging bowl for this and that. When you listen to the confessions of our women for some whisper of a thrill. What? It means you serve an higher power, and it isn't our Lord Almighty.
Tino, there is no reason, please.
We need to clear a few things up, you and me. Don't worry about this. The Father knows how to turn a blind eye when he wants to.
Please! Leave him to it. Come on.
Moving on to the final mission of the game, we can see that when Enzo and Isabella get caught trying to leave, Tino is clearly happy catching Enzo, because he always despised him, but Cesare, on the other hand, looks disappointed in Enzo.
Leaving without saying goodbye.
Enzo!
I always knew you were trouble, Caruso. Now you're gonna get what's coming to you.
Get your hands off me!
And he's not the only one. Father Ciccone, tell us about your dirty little secret. It broke your father's heart. So much for the sanctity of the confessional, huh?
You bastard! Let her go!
But your sins may yet be absolved. Your father's made arrangements.
No, no, no!
Pick it up. I said, pick it up. Get him out of here.
Enzo, I love you!
I'll find you. I'll find you.
During the truck ride, Cesare yells at Enzo, angry at him for trying to leave with Isabella.
Susiti! Caruso!
Cesare. No, please.
What the fuck were you thinking? You could have had any girl in Sicily. Any girl in the goddamn world. Why her?
Because I love her. I've always loved her.
I don't want to hear it. You thought you could just run off and disappear together?
This life destroys everything good. I had to make a choice.
Minchia, you ruined it. You've thrown away everything my uncle's given you.
What's he given me? Huh? He's made me a thief, Cesare. A murderer.
You did that. You pulled the trigger, always. You chose this.
We have a problem back there? Need something to cover his mouth?
I'm handling it. Just drive.
You saw what happened to Luca. It's only a matter of time before it's me or you.
You stood in that cellar and swore loyalty. You took an oath.
Just don't let anything happen to her. The baby. Please, Cesare, they're all I have.
Enough! You don't get a say in this. Every word you've spoken to me is a lie. An ammazzare. We were friends!
In Cesare's mind, he can't comprehend why Enzo would do this. He sees Enzo as having everything he could want. Wealth, power, respect, and he throws that all away to be with the Don's daughter. He thinks his uncle should have given that all to him, not Enzo, and cannot understand why Enzo would just throw it all away. It's incomprehensible to him. Cesare feels this way because he has grown up in the Mafia. That's the only life he's ever known. Enzo, growing up as a slave, desires freedom and a true family, not to be a servant of someone like Torrisi. He met someone he is truly in love with, Isabella. He met the right person for him that changed his life. Cesare never wanted to meet the right person. He has had affairs with so many women, he never considered meeting one that he would truly love. When Don Torrisi starts beating up Enzo, we can see that Cesare, even though he was jealous of Enzo, he is still his friend to a degree, and while he makes no attempt to stop it, he doesn't take enjoyment in watching Enzo get beat up. He's clearly not enjoying it.
Don Torrisi. Please. I love it.
I welcome you into my family. And you betray me from the start. Are you a man? Put up your hands! You think I would allow it? Huh? Caruso! Let's ruin her! Isabella will marry who I tell her to marry. The new Baron Fontanella, and she will live happily ever after. Because I have a doctor that will wipe every trace of you from this earth. Understand?
But Isabella is...
You shut up!
I beg you, Don Torrisi, please!
He was a member of a brotherhood, now he's nothing. If rules aren't upheld, what use are they? You show me you have what it takes. You want to be someone? You take your knife and end him. Cut his fucking throat.
Now this part, when Torrisi tells Cesare to kill Enzo, he's doing it on purpose. He knows how close Enzo and him were. He wants absolute loyalty, obedience. He wants Cesare to be a mindless servant who doesn't question anything. He wants to see how loyal he is by seeing him kill Enzo. It's also most likely to see if he knew about Enzo seeing Isabella. If Cesare hesitated during this, Torrisi would have seen it as weakness and killed him. That's why he tempts him by telling him, do you want to be someone? Then kill Enzo. During the fight with Cesare, Enzo repeatedly tells him that he doesn't want to fight him and tells him he has to get out for his child. Cesare doesn't even refer to him as Enzo, but instead starts calling him Caruso again.
No! No! There's only one way out now. You knew that when you said the words.
She's your cousin, Cesare. But whatever happens to her is because of you. Please. The mountain. We'll be buried here.
And I'll make this quick.
No! Ah!
Come on! Fight for yourself!
Think about this, Cesare. You don't want to do this.
It doesn't matter what I want.
Put the knife down. We can stop this now. Walk away together.
You think I'd go anywhere with you, Caruso? All you ever did was lie to me! You used me! Just so you could get to Isabella!
That's not true! You know it's not!
It's because to Cesare, Enzo is basically dead. He's not his friend anymore. He's nobody. Enzo had everything he wanted and abandoned it and him. Cesare killing Enzo is his last attempt to be anyone in the family, and he knows that. That's his last chance of actually moving up in the family. And then we have this dialogue where Enzo tells Cesare that he's only a puppet and that the Don doesn't care about him. But Cesare responds that this life is all he wanted, and Enzo says that he feels sorry for him.
Why wasn't it good enough? Everything my uncle gave you!
We're just pawns to him. Please, don't make me do this. I have to get out. For my child.
There is no way out. Not for you.
Follow your uncle, if you want. But you'll end up alone, like him. Everything you gave up will haunt you.
My uncle has everything he could need and more. And so do I.
If you see it that way, I feel sorry for you.
At the end of the fight, Cesare tells Enzo to kill him because he's failed. Enzo tells Cesare to live for something besides the Don and leaves.
Please.
Just do it.
Come on! Why won't you do it?
You're my friend.
It all could have been yours. He gave you everything.
Live for yourself, Cesare. Not for him. Not for this.
These dialogues pretty much sum up who Cesare is. He's a nobody, a thug that's a puppet for his uncle. The reality of it is that he's not even blood related to his uncle. I doubt he mentions that. We can find this in the extra content of Mafia The Old Country describing him. This means he is the child of one of the Torrisi's wife's siblings. The way he keeps talking about his uncle, you would think that he's a blood relative. But now we come to the end, where he betrays Enzo after Enzo killed Torrisi. Let's watch this scene, and I'll explain why he did this exactly.
Enzo.
Just you and me. Like we said. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
So why did Cesare still kill Enzo when Torrisi was already dead? What's the point of it? Well, it comes down to a long list of things from jealousy. He was jealous of Enzo rising through the family and passing him, a Caruso passing him when he was in the family his whole life. To him, it was a great shame and embarrassment. It was also a sense of betrayal, of Enzo going against the Don and dating his daughter. Cesare, you have to remember, he grew up in this life unlike Enzo. He doesn't know a life without the Mafia. To him, that's alien. He can't imagine a life without it. He knew that he could not defeat Enzo in a fair fight as Enzo beat him previously. He instead took advantage of Enzo's humanity, something that he himself has very little. He knew that Enzo would never see something like that coming. The ultimate reason I believe that Cesare killed Enzo was because he wanted to be someone in the Mafia, not a mindless thug. He knew that just because he was using his uncle's name, that meant nothing, and no one respected him. He needed something more. If Enzo left, he would have no justification for taking over what's left of the family. Think about this. Cesare cannot imagine a life without the family. Again, that's alien to him. But how would he justify taking over the family? His name alone can't do that. It's by killing Enzo. He can tell the rest of the family Don Torrisi is dead, and I killed the man who killed him. I am next in line, and it is my rightful place to take over as boss. He can't let Enzo go because what's left of the family would pursue him even if he went to America. Cesare sees it as that Enzo will be killed either way, so I might as well do it right now and use it to take my place as the boss. He also can't show any weakness in the eyes of what's left of the family. Imagine if he let Enzo go. He would have no respect for the remaining gangsters, and they would have no reason to follow him as their leader. He probably would be a nobody to them. It doesn't matter if he's the nephew of Torrisi. Here he can say, I killed the guy who killed the Don and dozens of his men. Think about this. Like in The Godfather Part 2, the Godfather films heavily inspired the Mafia games. In The Godfather 2, there's a scene where Fredo Corleone betrays Michael, his brother. In The Godfather 2, Fredo Corleone betrays Michael, who is the boss, giving information to Hyman Roth on Michael's security detail at his house. This results in an attempted hit on Michael and his wife. Fredo did not think it would lead to that. He believed they would scare Michael at most, and he thought he would get something out of this because he felt sidelined by Michael. When it was revealed he was the traitor, Michael did not want to talk to him, but then agreed to forgive him. But in reality, he didn't. He still ended up killing his own brother. The reason Michael killed him was because Fredo betrayed the family. If Michael let him go, he would be seen as weak. Other gangsters would question his leadership. Everyone knew if this was anyone else that did this to Michael, they would be dead. But Michael giving a free pass to his brother? No, he can't do that. Michael can't allow that. He has to show he will punish betrayal even if it comes from his own brother. It was a way to get his guys respect, but also to put fear into them, knowing betrayal won't be tolerated even from close family members like a brother. In Cesare's case, it's the exact same thing. While what Enzo did isn't as bad as what Fredo did, it is seen as betrayal. He tried to leave the family and leave with Isabella. I'm not attacking Enzo. I support what Enzo did, but the point I'm making is the Mafia sees this as direct betrayal and violating the Omerta, the oath of silence. Violating the Omerta is always dealt with a death penalty. By Cesare killing Enzo, he is gaining the respect of the few members left and showing he killed even his best friend for betraying the family, and that he does not tolerate betrayal. Without this, letting Torrisi's killer go, he would never be able to gain leadership or respect in what's left of the family. A boss needs absolute loyalty and respect from his gang. If they see him letting betrayal go from a family member or close friend, but not from another gangster, they will lose all respect for that boss. If you watch The Sopranos, a Mafia TV show, Jackie Aprile Jr., the stepson of Ralph Cifaretto, a captain of the Soprano family, robs a card game the family was having. He kills a dealer and shoots at several made men and wounds a made man as well. When Tony talks to Ralph, the captain, who's Jackie's stepfather, he tells him, if you want, go ahead and give him a pass. However, Tony's manipulating Ralph here. Tony despises Ralph, and is only saying that to make him look weak. While Ralph doesn't want to kill his stepson, he knows his crew will lose all respect for him if he lets it go, even if it is his stepson, so he has to have him killed. That's what it's about. Cesare wants to take power, but he knows he can't let Enzo go because no one will follow him after that. He can never assume the position of boss if he lets him go. Cesare's betrayal isn't like Dimitri in GTA 4, for example, who uses every single person and has no remorse. Cesare's betrayal is actually more similar to Big Smoke in GTA San Andreas. Does Cesare like Enzo and consider him his friend? Yes. Did he want to betray Enzo? No. Similar to Big Smoke. Big Smoke does not want to betray his friend Sweet in GTA San Andreas, but he does it because Sweet is against dealing crack, which Big Smoke knows will get him money and power. If his friend goes along with it, he would prefer to keep it that way, and he would want Sweet to be alive, the same as Cesare. If Enzo never had an affair with Isabella, Cesare would have gladly wanted to keep Enzo around. However, if we look at Big Smoke, in Big Smoke's case, if he has to choose between his best friend Sweet and crack money and the power it comes with, he will choose power and crack money over his friends. It's the same with Cesare. If he has to decide between his best friend and the family and its power, he will always choose the family and power over his best friend. Cesare does feel some sadness over doing it. That's why he tells Enzo, together, you and me, like he always wanted, but kills him due to a mix of jealousy, betrayal, and wanting power for himself. He was born into that family. And again, I know I keep repeating myself, but that's all he understands. He only understands the mafia life. Enzo found Isabella, who gave him a different perspective on life, as well as Luca, who told him to get out, understanding how toxic that life is. If Enzo never got that advice from Luca, or met Isabella, he might have turned out just like Cesare, perhaps a bit smarter, but still a mindless thug that does Torrisi's bidding. Cesare never truly loved someone. He has had affairs with so many women, so he cannot possibly understand Enzo wanting to leave with a woman and create a better life for himself and his child. When Cesare returns, he is shocked to find the entire vineyard destroyed and burned to the ground. His eyes say everything.
Leave me, stay back! Where is Enzo? Where is he? Cesare, where is he?
There's nothing for you here now. You need to go.
Andiamo.
Remember what Enzo said, that he will be left with nothing if he keeps following his life, and it looks like that's what ends up happening. Now, why did Cesare let Isabella go exactly? It's a combination of reasons. The first reason is that Tino is dead. He realizes this when he sees Isabella at the front gate, and secondly, he has no reason to hold her. Remember that Don Torrisi wanted to use Isabella to marry Gennaro, the son of Baron Fontanello, to increase his political and business interests. However, Cesare despises Gennaro. He hates him. He would not force her into that, and on top of that, he really has no reason to kill her or keep her here. Tino is dead, and maybe as one last sign of respect to Enzo, he lets Isabella go. He does seem to have some regret in his eyes when he sees that the vineyard is all destroyed. Cesare is ultimately based on a combination of three characters in my opinion, two from The Godfather and one from The Sopranos. The first character he was inspired by is Sonny Corleone, the eldest son of Vito Corleone, who was going to one day run the Corleone family. Sonny is aggressive and violent and has a short temper, very similar to Cesare. I definitely think that he was partly inspired by him because of this.
No more. Not this time, Consigliere. No more meetings, no more discussions, no more Salazzo tricks. You give him one message, I want Salazzo. If not, it's all out war. We go to the
Some
back.
of the other families won't sit still.
Then hand me Salazzo.
Father would want to hear this. This is...
He's also based on Vincent Mancini, the illegitimate child of Sonny Corleone, when he had an affair, in Godfather 3. Vincent admires his uncle Michael, who is the boss, and helps him, hoping to move up in the family. He is smarter than Sonny, but he's also very hot-headed and aggressive.
Well, he's going on behind your back saying fuck Michael Corleone all the time. That's it. That's one thing it has to do with you, right? Say it to his face. One time. Say it to his face. One time.
Bastards are liars. Shakespeare wrote poems
What am I
about
going to do with this guy? What am I going to do with this guy?
He also had an affair with Michael Corleone's daughter, Mary, who is his cousin.
After tonight, you won't see me anymore. You gotta understand, man. You gotta understand.
I'll always love you.
Love somebody else.
I believe this story heavily inspired Enzo's story as well. The love story between him and Isabella is based on Vincent and Mary's relationship in Godfather 3. Vincent is also fiercely loyal to his uncle, even refusing to betray him when Don Altobello offers him power and wealth to do so. Vincent does end up becoming boss later in the film. Mary wants Vincent to run away with her, but unlike Enzo, he refuses. He wants to stay with the Mafia. For him, he wants the Mafia life over any kind of life with Mary. He breaks up with her to be the boss of the family. This love story also ends in tragedy, but I don't want to spoil the film. If you like Mafia The Old Country, you have to watch the Godfather films, and especially Godfather 3, because that love story is heavily based on Vincent and Mary's love story. And lastly, Cesare is based on Jackie Aprile Jr. in The Sopranos. Jackie is the son of Jackie Aprile, who is the former boss of the DeMeo crime family. Even though his father passes away early in the film, Jackie constantly brings up his father in almost every scene, making it a running joke in the Sopranos community.
Those are my father's garbage roots. My uncle's just asking for what my father would have given him if he was boss when Richie got out of prison. And it had nothing to do with they were brothers. You respected my father and you respect Richie.
Those who want respect, give respect.
He was a great friend to my father, but he doesn't care who he follows now. I do him myself.
Who's that speaking here? Somebody speaking? What time is it?
I'm here, aren't I? Out of respect to my father.
Your uncle was a rat, and now he's in the witness protection program.
It's my father's brother you're talking about.
What did I tell you about my man Jackie?
You know who my father was?
The golfer? US Open?
Jackie has no respect amongst the family, because in the Mafia, it doesn't matter who you're related to. It matters on what you can accomplish on your own, proving you're a good earner and a good soldier. All Jackie did was ride off his father's name, similar to how Cesare just rides off his uncle's name, and he has very little respect for it. Again, my uncle this, my uncle that, just like Jackie in The Sopranos, my father this, my father that. It's only riding off of their uncle and their father's reputation, but they don't have anything to their name themselves. So now here's the question. What's going to happen next in the story? Well, I have a pretty good feeling I know what will happen next in the story. This is my prediction, and I guess years from now, we will see how accurate I was with the next Mafia game coming out. The story, when it comes to Enzo and Isabella and their child, it doesn't end here. Enzo did die, however, he's going to be heavily mentioned in the next game. Here's what I think will happen. I think that Enzo will be avenged, and I have some good proof for this. Cesare most likely becomes the boss of the Torrisi family, or what's left of it after Torrisi's death. However, in 1943, which is 36 years after the Mafia The Old Country, in Mafia 2, we do not see Cesare at all. Instead, we see this guy called Don Calò. This guy's a real person, by the way.
Cacetto, un congedo quando si maritava come cucina. Ma chi è quello? Lo conoscete? Lo conoscono tutti. Don Calò è un uomo d'onore. È uno stupido trucco degli americani, non ditemi che gli credete. No, è davvero Don Calò. Ogni tanto dovreste ascoltare i consigli di noi altri del posto. Ci rendiamo?
Sapete che potete fidarvi di me. Che ne dite, eh?
Don Calò, the head of the Sicilian mob. An entire garrison of troops surrendered that day. Why? Because he told them to.
And no, Cesare is not Don Calò. Don Calò is a real-life person who helped the US with the landings in Sicily in 1943. It seems that Don Calò controls San Celeste and the valley now, not Cesare. So where is Cesare exactly? Cesare can only be in two places at this point. He's either in America or he's dead. I think that they set this story up to be a revenge story. I think that in the next Mafia game, you will play as Enzo's son in the game, or there will be a flashback with him. I think he will avenge his father and go to Sicily and kill Cesare. The reason I think this will be the story is because Isabella will try to shield her child from a life of crime and will not want them to get involved in the Mafia. However, the child will find out about what happened to his father one day. Now, Enzo's child will most likely be a son. In the Sicilian Mafia, women cannot be made men, so that's why I think that the child will be a son. Some people think Enzo's child will be a girl named Rosa, but that's just what Enzo was speculating about in a note. In 1908, they had no idea if a child would be a girl or a boy until they were born. I think that Isabella will most likely die young. She will live to be old enough to see her child become a teenager, but will die soon after that. The reason I think this way is because she says what happened to her mother in this scene.
We're getting close. This is the way we'd come up with my mother. She loved it up here.
What happened to her?
She was sick for a long time. Even on her worst days, She'd lift herself out of bed to come here.
So she was strong-willed. Like you.
She was. And she died. Everything changed. My father hasn't been the same since.
I'm sorry. Really.
Her mother became sick when she was young and died. Additionally, we can find a picture of Isabella and her mother in her room. I think this is foreshadowing what will happen to her as well. She will die from sickness, and the sickness probably will get worse because of what happened to Enzo, and it will cause great mental trauma for her. With Isabella dying, there will be nothing to stop the child from joining the Mafia and avenging his father. The child will blame Cesare for destroying his family, and join the Mafia and go to Sicily to avenge him. And he will probably kill Cesare. This is also Vito Corleone's backstory in the Godfather movies. His father in Godfather 2 was killed when he was young for opposing Don Ciccio, and then his brother was killed after that. His mother begged him to spare her child, but Ciccio refused, and she was killed and Vito escaped. Vito came to America and changed his name from Andolini to Corleone, the name of the town in Sicily. Vito became a Don himself, and then decides later to travel back to Sicily. He then pretended to want to do business with Don Ciccio, and told him who he was, and he killed him in revenge.
Mio padre si chiama Antonio Andolini e questo è Pazzi.
Figlio di puttana!
Che succede?
Sta così!
Vito traveled to Sicily and he avenged his father. I think the same thing will happen in the next Mafia game. I don't think that the next game will be set in Sicily again. It will be in America most likely, but you will play as the son of Enzo, or possibly the son of Enzo's son. So maybe Enzo's grandson. And there might be a flashback to your father killing Cesare. The game might be in Las Vegas, as many people suspect. I think this will be a setting with a perfect revenge story in the next game. Mafia The Old Country was a love story. The next Mafia game will be strictly a revenge story. The main character might be so obsessed with revenge that they don't care who they hurt along the way just to kill Cesare. I also made a poll asking you guys, do you think that Cesare regrets what he did? And about a third of people argued that he does regret it. I think the answer is that he will regret it over time, and the guilt of killing Enzo will drive him mad. The same how in The Godfather 3, the guilt of Michael killing his brother Fredo drove him mad many years later.
Fuck! Alta pala!
The reason I keep bringing up The Godfather is because so much of the Mafia games are heavily inspired by the films. The love story itself in Mafia The Old Country was heavily based on The Godfather 3. Carlo calling out sick and then telling the Morello family where Salieri would be in Mafia Definitive Edition is based on Polly, Vito Corleone's bodyguard, calling out sick and telling Salazzo where Vito Corleone would be. Tommy retrieving the gun at the back of the toilet in Mafia Definitive Edition is also based on Michael Corleone retrieving the revolver from the back of the toilet in Godfather 1. The point I'm making is that these films have had a huge impact on the Mafia series, and that's my prediction on what the next game will be. I think that Enzo will be avenged, and I think Cesare will severely regret his actions. I guess we will see what happens, but that's it for my lore video. Cesare was an arrogant, lazy, and brute of a gangster. He didn't have the intelligence that Enzo did and becomes jealous of him over time. He chose the family over his friend, but I think he will come to regret his actions and pay for what he did. Thank you guys for waiting for this lore video. I really appreciate it. You guys giving me a couple extra days, almost a week, to finish this. My next video will be on Leo Galante in this game. It will be coming up. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, do drop a like. It helps me to make more projects like this. Thank you again, and I will see you on the next one. Take care, everyone. Have a wonderful day, guys.